Good morning, and welcome. We are so thrilled to have you here. Welcome to the 2025 Do More Good Movement ROI of Why Conference. We're so thrilled to have you all here this morning. Thank you for starting your day here, for braving the cold, for braving the snow. We know many of you came in from a variety of different locations. It was truly a planes, trains, and automobile type of a moment. So again, thank you all for being here. My name is Graham Pansing Brooks. I am a co-founder and strategic advisor of the Do More Good Movement, and it's a pleasure to get to be here today with each of you. As we continue to start diving into the content today, we have a great lineup ahead for everybody. And so we're really thrilled to be able to bring this conference again to you here in 2025. Before we dive into all of this, a few housekeeping items just to bring up. Again, as it has been in the past, your conference guides here are going to be kind of the key throughout the day. For those of you that are looking for Wi-Fi, on page 2, there is Wi-Fi connection information there if you have not yet had the opportunity to connect. Additionally, there are maps in here as well as the full day of the conference agenda. So please, again, be sure to make sure you're using these elements moving forward. As a reminder as well, we have a live stream audience that is joining us as well virtually. And so we have folks tuning in from across the country and around the world. And we'll introduce our virtual MC here in a moment. But just recognizing that we're really grateful for all of you that are here physically present in the moment, but also recognizing that this community continues to expand and spread across the country and around the world as well. And additionally, for those of you that have attended in the past, you know that we always really try to bring a lot of energy to welcome each of our speakers. And so we would ask that if you are able to stand and provide a standing ovation at the beginning and conclusion of each of the presentations for our speakers. We feel that it really provides a lot of energy, love, and embraces those folks that are coming to share their knowledge and wisdom with our community. And so, without further ado, I want to take a moment just to recognize that the Do More Good movement emanates right here out of Lincoln, Nebraska, or as we like to say, the middle of everywhere. And there's a lot of intent and reason behind that, because we're really fortunate to have a community of businesses and leaders that really embrace and embody the very foundational fabric of what we stand for at the Do More Good movement. It's baked into the very DNA of who we are as a community and as a people here in Lincoln. And so we would be remiss not to acknowledge the incredible leaders that have come before us to be able to help lead and usher our business community through that journey. And it's really my honor to be able to introduce somebody who is helping continue that legacy of work here in Lincoln. And that would be Jason Ball, the president of the Lincoln Community Foundation, Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. He is really a driving force behind our vibrant business community that makes Lincoln such a special place to live and work. He's a passionate advocate for collaboration, for innovation, and for building a stronger future for our businesses and community here in Lincoln. So please help me welcome our special guest, President of the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, Jason Ball.
Thank you, sir. That's my favorite part of getting to come and talk to this audience every single time. Good morning, everyone. I am so honored to get to share a few words with you about what's going on in Lincoln. What you'll find in Lincoln, for those of you who are visitors in the room and for those of you who are watching on our live cast here, Lincoln is defined in some minds by the things we are not. I would love to sell you some oceanfront property in my neighborhood here in Lincoln, Nebraska, but we don't have that. And we're not a community that was built up in the mountains. But what we have embraced is what we are. We've allowed those things that we know we're not to help us be refined into the type of community that builds into itself. Let me give you a couple of examples. Just across the way here on Innovation Campus, we are seeing get constructed a new greenhouse is going to do world-changing research in how Nebraska and the United States can feed the world. There's entrepreneurship happening on Innovation Campus that is based in our agricultural roots here in Nebraska that is going to help our companies do better at feeding the world. And a lot of other entrepreneurial companies that have started here in Lincoln besides that. We're working on important investments like completing a Beltway Loop and building a convention center. And at the Chamber of Commerce, we've established new programs, things like Latino Connect. It's like a chamber, but in Spanish for that growing demographic group in our community. And last year, we held the largest women in business group we've ever had at our Women in Business event annually. It's an exciting time in Lincoln. And the exciting time in Lincoln has been brought to us by the businesses that are here, the business leaders that continue to build back into this city, into this community so much, and create things like the event that we're at today that make Lincoln the center, the middle of everywhere. I want to thank Jay and Graham so much. It is truly a deep honor to get to have a few minutes with everybody today. And I have also registered for the event. I'm going to be in and out, so if you have questions about Lincoln, I would love to chat with you about that throughout the day. It's always an inspiring time. And I'm going to share, it's really been on my mind and my heart how important inspiration is in the moment we're in right now. That's so important. Not only do I hope that you get to experience Lincoln in a new way, I hope you come away with that fire inside renewed by one of our speakers or something you learned or someone you meet today. That's so important in the uncertain times that we are. And when we hit on uncertain times, I love to look back at other people that lived through uncertain times. I'm going to make this fast, I promise. One of those folks is Winston Churchill, which I know is a little bit cliche, but he had to lead a whole nation through probably the most of uncertain times. There's a quote on one of the websites that I like for him. It said, "Statesmen are not called upon only to settle easy questions. These often settle themselves. It is where the balance quivers and the proportions are veiled in mist that the opportunity for world-saving decisions present itself." Veiled in mist. Everything that they do at these conferences here is new. It's different. It's innovative. It's a different way of viewing the world. It's a different approach. It's a different way of connecting business to impacting the world. And at a time when statesmen, I think, are so conspicuously absent in so much of our discourse, the statesmen and women that I'm looking for are found here and at events like this and thinking about things in new and different ways. I hope you connect with Lincoln. I hope you connect with some new people here today. I hope you get impacted by some new ideas. And mostly, I wish everyone some new inspiration today. Graham, Jay, thank you so much for the opportunity.